podcast.
Mhm.
I'm Steven, and next to me is Jude. Today
Hello.
we are discussing New Japan Wrestle Kingdom 16.
16.
The main theme is New Japan versus Noah. But before that, let's discuss the now traditional, hopefully not permanently, 2 nights of Wrestle
Tonight
Kingdom.
extravaganza, some sort, no. But
Yes.
yeah, this is probably the biggest Wrestle Kingdom ever, maybe
Yep.
ever. Yeah, it's technically 3 nights, right?
Yeah, technically
And
3 nights. For
so
January
yeah,
4, 5, and January 8. I'm actually taking a leave on
Mhm.
4 and 5 for this.
Yeah, okay. So this is big in terms of the size of how many wrestlers are gonna participate, and
God, it's
um,
crazy.
yeah, just how big the stakes are. Imagine the first match of night one already gives you a chance to win a title, an official title. So
Yeah.
um we as we preview Wrestle Kingdom 60, we also give like our predictions on who might win each match. Although the New Japan Ranbo is like a mess to predict in some ways.
Yeah.
It's very random. Not really random in a way that yeah, it's tricky to pin down who they want to win there. You kind of have to dig deep to some New Japan stats, maybe Chris Samsa stats.
Yeah.
um Shout out to Chris Samsa, who's been very diligent in making New Japan stats.
Sobra.
It is
Grabe.
really great.
Sobra.
I like that he adds the sport feel, the strong style feel, what New Japan is, by having detailed statistics of each match.
All right. So let's just skip the Fatal 4-Way because it's probably going to be Yano again. All right. Let's move to the first match, official first match of the night, which is Sho versus Yo.
Oh, I like this.
Oh, gosh. Wow.
So this is deep seated rivalry in a way.
Yeah, it
um,
became deep seated after the betrayal when
okay,
it feels
yeah,
wrong. It feels wrong to say, but it doesn't feel right. Nah.
it's sad.
Uh,
It's in a way it's painful because they're young lions. They were together as young lions. They were the Tempura Boys
yeah, they were the Temporo boys in
in
ROH.
ROH when they had their excursion.
Yep.
That was a very awful gimmick. It was funny, sure, stereotypical, yes, very. It's annoying. But then hey, they had flashes of potential. They worked great as a tag team, especially as a junior tag team, which New Japan really needed at that time. And all of a sudden, when they came back from excursion, it's very surprising, diba? When they came back from
Yeah.
excursion, they have Rocky Romero on their side and became Roppongi 3K,
Yeah.
replacing Roppongi Vice. And instantly they won junior heavyweight tag gold.
Yep.
And I think they've won 4 times, diba?
Yeah, they were
They
pretty
won it
much
like 4 times.
they were pretty much the anchors of the junior division. But then the more times they had the junior belts, feeling ko it started to show the weakness of New Japan, which is their tag divisions in general. And that the fact that they split up Show and Yo is a sign that shit. They don't really have much teams anymore.
Yeah. And we usually get, even in the heavyweight tag, we get a combination of stablemates for the most
Hmm.
part. So I think that's how most of New Japan tag teams are gonna work. Now it's mostly
Hmm.
stable mates, and
Yeah.
it's a mix and match, which is not the best idea in the long term. I really hope traditional tag teams, come back, rule over the land, so to speak.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, Show versus Yo. You know, both were in the best of Super Juniors,
Yep.
and one made the final and faced Hiromu Takahashi,
Oh
which is a
man.
which is very big because which is very big because that's basically a step towards winning,
Hmm.
having a chance to win the junior heavyweight title. And
Yeah.
Yo was able to beat the odds and reach the final. Unfortunately, lost to
Miraculously.
Hiromu Takahashi.
Yeah,
Hiromu is the junior ace.
that's true.
He has a tough calling there, but hey, Yo has the momentum coming into this special singles match, and against Sho, who last year also had an equally great showing in the BOSJ and has been
Mm.
looking great on the solo run, is very interesting. But I think Yo would win this. Yo needs this more than Sho.
Yeah, I think I agree. Yo's gonna win because he's had such bad luck for the past year.
Yeah,
Injury, tapos yun nga, losing to God. I hate the House of Torture. House of Torture is basically Jay White Bullet Club times 10 in terms of annoyance. It's very disappointing considering you have Evil and Show, two powerhouses, and
makes me miss
you've turned them into jokes in a year. It's crazy.
actual Jay White Bullet Club.
Yes.
You
And like
know,
now, like where is he now? He's stuck in the States, man.
it's fine. I
Sadly.
mean, him being in the States is fine.
Mm-hmm.
He gets more exposure, and think of it as like more New Japan exposure um more New Japan exposure for the West, and that's
Yeah.
gonna be cool. But
I
yeah,
just feel wrong.
yeah, this I like the special singles match is very good. I like this as an opener. It's a good
Mm.
grudge match, and yeah, and then Yo would yeah we predict Yo should win this.
Yo's gonna win. Yeah.
Second
Followed
match
by
is a six man.
oh
um,
gosh.
Rocky Romero versus Ryusuke Taguchi. When Ryusuke Taguchi along with Hiroshi Tanahashi, basically the coaches with the Ace,
Yeah.
along basically Bullet Club with El
Yeah, pretty much.
Fantasmo, Taichi, Shimori, and Kenta. So not much to say here. This is like the build up towards the uh
Night
is
two,
this
no?
supposed to be this is the build up towards the IWGP United States heavyweight title. So this is
Yes.
like the preview match.
Mm-hmm.
Uh Kenta's held this recently and he needs the defenses. But then
Yep.
again, I don't see Hiroshi Tanahashi losing this. I think he's gonna show up a good fight against Kenta before night two, just to give Kenta like something to think about, something on the back of his head. So
Yeah.
very straightforward. I don't think they're gonna maximize this the time limit of this, of course. I don't.
Mm.
They shouldn't. It's gonna drag on for too much, and we're not gonna like it.
Yeah. It's gonna be weird. Um Here's the for me the weird part is Taguchi is now heel. He turned heel in the recent Road 2 shows, I think, or was it a recent show? So it's weird na this means Rocky Romero and Taguchi are teaming up with the Ace. Like, it's kind of weird. Eh? Parang does this
I
mean
think
Bullet Club's gonna be tweener now? Because they've been teasing it for a while now. Kasi diba, Guerrillas of Destiny and World Tag League haven't really been cheating, but House of Torture has. It's like we're getting Bullet Club Elite versus Bullet Club. What was that thing before with Tamatonga? Forgot what it was called.
OGs.
Sorry.
I think it was OGs.
Yeah, the OGs. That group. It was
Yeah,
weird. Firing Squad. There we go. Firing
yeah,
Squad.
firing squad. I think
It's like.
this would be a great setup
Mm,
for Bullet Club's eventual somewhat faction war
yes, please.
in
I
faction
mean,
war, and I think Ryusuke Taguchi being heel
mm,
can affect a lot of things in this match. So Kenta might have the momentum, Ren. If
mm,
Ryusuke Taguchi gets into some trouble, so that's
mhm.
interesting.
So let's move on to the third match, which is God. This whole night, a portion of night one really feels just like a road two show, doesn't it?
It's like Road to Night 2.
Yeah. Parang,
It's funny, but yeah.
uh,
Okay,
God.
so the third match is basically LIJ versus United Empire.
Yep.
So this is basically Naito's return in general too.
Yeah, I mean he hasn't been that active sa World Tag League, so like this is a nice this
Yeah,
hopefully it's gonna be a feel good win for Naito, but I have a weird feeling they're gonna make Bushi
I think
they're
there.
gonna make Bushi
I
take
think
the pin.
I think this would be a United Empire win, especially that you have uh three solid contenders with Osprey, Okan, and Cobb here. And they're
Yeah.
gonna be Okan's gonna be facing Sanada on night two. Cobb is
Mm-hmm.
facing Naito on night two. And
Yeah.
Osprey is of course in the main event of night two. So
Mm-hmm.
I think this is gonna have this is gonna be a dominant win, and I think yeah Bushi might eat this if not
He,
Sanada or
he,
Naito.
Bushi's gonna eat the pin. I think
Ah,
that's why he's even
ah,
in the match.
if not Bushi, it's Naito
Yeah.
that's gonna take this one, take the L
Mm-hmm.
on this one. So yeah, I think this. I don't see Lij winning this one in night one.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's move on to match number 4, which
Match
I
number
think.
4. Oh, okay, okay. Katsuyori
Mm.
Shibata versus X. Now,
Yeah.
unfortunately, the last X, which is Shelton X Benjamin, is
Oh.
not available for this. Would have been cool. Would have been cool because
Mm-hmm.
Shelton Benjamin has been quite the performer whenever when he was in Japan, and that was a cool run for him. He
Mm.
didn't win anything, but he was Suzuki Gun. It was Suzuki
That is
Gun for
true.
one point. But yeah, Katsuyo Shibata, this is a wonderful return for him. I think he was bound to return because he was showing signs of great fitness. He's freaking buff right now. Big, I
Super
think more
buff.
buff than before. And he's been doing so well with the young Lions with the
Mm.
LA Lions, LA Dojo boys, because the LA Dojo guys have been so great and strong,
Mm.
and even Ren Narita has been great. Carl Fredericks, Clark Connors are now solid individual performers in their own
Yeah,
right.
that's true.
Um, Shibata is just on a roll as a mentor, and I think yeah, having him come back as a wrestler is just just fun. It's fun. I hope he just keep you. We just wish him to stay healthy all throughout his return to
Sobra.
the ring. He's
Mm.
like Daniel Bryan in a way. We're just
Yes,
worried about
exactly.
him because
Exactly.
because like Brian Danielson, he's just a reckless piece of work who hits hard and gets hit harder sometimes. So X is a nice little mystery. Of course, I don't think it's we. We want to see another Zack Saber Jr. catch wrestling fest, but
Yeah.
that's not gonna happen. Uh, Part of me wants to think that X would is someone who's not in the card.
Mm,
He's not
okay.
in a singles card, so I would go for a safe bet like Minoru Suzuki
Okay. Okay. I
as
see.
someone who would be X. But Steven, you might have someone else.
Okay. So this is gonna be a bit different. I think uh, we haven't seen Gabriel Kidd for the longest time in Japan kasi nga he had mental health issues. Yun nga, he
Especially
did talk.
being in the pandemic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially during the pandemic, diba? Kasi everyone else left and then Gabriel Kidd stayed in Japan and it was a very hard time for him. But I feel like a Shibata versus Gabriel Kidd match would be an unbelievable show stealer. Kasi
Yeah.
Kidd already has experience beforehand. That's a given. So imagine him facing essentially his mentor. Kasi technically LA Dojo pa rin siya eh, regardless, even though
Yeah.
he was mostly in Japan. That
He
would be
is.
such a great like contrast of style kasi well no, Shibata style is almost British wrestling eh, 'di ba?
Yep.
Yeah, so like it would be nice to like see Shibata go through like the wall of like British wrestlers muna until he reaches Osprey or something, and then who knows? Who knows? Fantasy booking. Maybe he gets to defeat Osprey and finally becomes world champion that we've been waiting for years. But please, Shibata, do not use headbutts anymore. I do not want to see him use headbutts because it
Shibata getting
sucks.
hit in the head is all will always keep us worried. Will always get us worried. So
Sobra.
but yeah, if Clark Connors would be great. I think that's
Hmm.
the best graduation match you could ever give a young
Yes.
lion to.
True,
And
true.
Clark Connors deserves Wrestle Kingdom spot.
Who's the White
For
Rhino again? Carl Fredericks or Clark Connors?
that's Clark Connors.
Ah, okay.
The Lone Wolf is Carl
Carl
Fredericks.
Fredericks, yeah,
I
yeah.
like that they both have animal motifs though, so it's funny.
So
But yeah,
so anong animals si Ren Narita, you know? Baby
uh,
Shibata, I
I
don't know.
I wonder. Can't remember if he had na. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think Shibata wins this though.
Yeah, it's a given.
Shibata wins this. Whoever's X.
Mhm. All right, fifth match of night 1 is Evil
Never.
versus the 34th never openweight champion Tomohiro Ishii.
Ah,
Oh, God.
I know the Never is an up and down title in a way that there are times it gets passed around really quick, and there are times
Mhm.
it doesn't get passed around that quick. So Jay White held it for a while, diba?
Yeah, he did.
He held it for quite a while. So it's not he only had one defense, but that's mostly because of the pandemic
That's true.
more than
That's true.
anything. So but still, he held it for a while and that's fine. But then again, Tomohiro Ishii is like the greatest never open weight champion.
Maybe only
But
next to Shibata for me.
yeah, only next to Shibata.
Yeah.
But then Evil needs something going, especially that he has House of Torture.
Oh my gosh.
So I know every now and then, the never open weight has a very short title reign history. It's one of the more hot potato ones. I think Evil gets this because Evil needs it more than Ishii.
Hmm.
Although of course, whatever the result is, Ishii is a great competitor. This is gonna be good,
Oh
hopefully.
yeah.
Just as long as Dick Togo is out of this match for like almost the entire time. I hope he gets knocked down or something.
Hmm.
But this is gonna be a good one.
Yeah. I feel like, okay, considering this is House of Torture we're talking about, we're gonna get a lot of interference, but I have a feeling Hiroki Goto will be there along with Yoshihashi to make sure na they're gonna be. Oh wait, never mind. Never mind. I'm not gonna add Goto and Yoshihashi anymore. Somebody from Chaos is probably gonna help. I hope. I
Yeah,
hope.
okay.
I just hope.
This one is the next match is the IWGP
Yeah.
Heavyweight Tag Team match.
Exactly.
60-minute time limit, and
Man.
this is Yoshihashi and Hiroki Goto versus
Hmm.
Zack Saber Jr. and Taichi. Now, the Dangerous Tekkers have been, I think, arguably my favorite New
Hmm.
Japan tag team recent,
Yes.
and no one comes close because they've been really great as a tag team. Even though you wish that either Zack Saber Jr. or Taichi would have a meaningful singles run, maybe in the never open weight race. But then again, I love that Zack Saber Jr. is finally a New Japan title holder.
That's
That's
right.
really cool. And Taichi has been that for a while. And I think this is gonna be interesting. Yoshihashi and Hiroki Goto winning. Yoshihashi
Ooh.
has been on quite a roll as well, holder, one of the longest reigning never six man
Yep.
champion. That's great on his resume, and that's his first title. Imagine for his first title, he sets a record.
That's
Of course,
crazy.
now it's now they can never extend that record because they lost it to House of Torture. But then again,
Go
another
ahead.
title to the belt of
Yeah.
Yoshihashi though in
Yeah.
the World Tag League.
I feel like with the year that Yoshihashi has had, I agree. I think I'm hoping na it's gonna be Goto and Yoshihashi because you're gonna need a feel good moment to like build up this event because it's been such a crazy year with the Olympics and COVID and everything. they need some sort of feel good win amidst this, crazy
Yeah,
crazy times.
I think
And
this would work.
mm,
Yeah, I think Yoshihashi deserves this. Deserves a two-man reign at this
yeah.
one. It's like, and I don't see any reason not to give them a shot here.
Mm,
I mean, not to give them a chance to be champ to hold the titles. And the Techers, as much as they've been so good, they've been so fun to watch.
mm,
I think it's time for a new tag team champion, and Yoshihashi deserves it because he's been such a great tag wrestler
mm.
for a while now, and especially after years of like being being like an average performer for a lot of people. Now he's pretty good now.
I mean, he's
That's
always
how.
been behind Okada's shadow kasi nga 'di ba sabay sila sa dojo, 'di ba? And then
Yeah,
like
the
everybody's
unfortunate.
so unfortunately, he's so focused on being the guy behind the golden boy. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
puta.
and
It's like,
he had to
oh,
reinvent
nadulas si
himself a couple
Yoshihashi.
of times.
Parang ganun.
He
It's like,
had so
nadulas you.
many monikers.
Sorry?
He had so many monikers as well. So like
Yeah.
Yoshihashi just kept reinventing and reinventing. Now he
Yeah.
doesn't have to because he's his own man in a way
Yeah. Yeah.
and found the niche by being a tag wrestler.
Yeah, and now he's basically the Mr. Never Give Up in New Japan because
Yeah, and I think
I love
also
that.
this is like a sign of things to come for Chaos.
Mm.
Yo
Oh, okay,
winning.
okay. I
Remember,
see what
Yo
you did there.
winning match one is a great sign for Chaos.
All
Rocky
right.
Romero might be the only one who might not win in Chaos.
All right, let's move on to match number 7, which is LIJ versus Suzuki Gun. It is BOSJ 28 winner Hiromu Takahashi versus the 91st, not 91st, champion El Desperado in his first defense, which I feel like sadly will be a transitional defense. Jude, what do you think of this semi
um,
main event?
El Desperado has had quite the ano, diba, the run,
Mm.
double champ. Even Robbie Eagles was a double
Yeah,
champ, and
that's right. Guest of the podcast, Robbie
you know
Eagles.
they gave they really gave El Desperado a great chance.
Mm.
I love that they gave El Desperado a run as a singles performer, and as much as I would like to see more El Desperado, I think Hiromu Takahashi needs this because he never really lost the title smoothly. I
Mm.
mean, he never really had. He needed a run. He needs a run because he's been injured for so long for multiple times, and it's sad to see him that way. And I think, yeah, this is Takahashi again,
Mm.
especially that how they're building up Takahashi as like a future ace
That's
in the
right.
juniors and eventually the heavyweight.
Mm. The
So
way
I
I
think this,
see, sorry,
yeah.
the way I see it, this was supposed to happen a long time ago, but Takahashi got injured. So I think yeah, Hiromu's gonna win this transitional champion El Desperado. It's sad, but it's gonna be the reality.
Hmm.
Suzuki Gun is Suzuki Gun. All right, now for the main event, Lij versus Chaos. The
Okay.
IWGP World Heavyweight Championship between Shingo Takagi in his fourth defense against G1 Climax 31 champion Kazuchika Okada. Jude, the
Yeah.
floor is yours.
Okay. G1 Climax 31 champion Kazuchika Okada with the best match right certificate in the form of the old IWGP title.
Yes.
I love that. I hope they keep that tradition. Although I think it's an Okada thing because that's Okada, and can't argue that he's the best holder of that incarnation of the belt. But yeah, this match is fun. We've seen them face off twice now.
Yeah.
With Okada being on the losing end of the New Japan Cup and the one on the losing end of Shingo Takagi. Or Shingo Takagi's like coronation in Dominion.
Yeah.
That's like that's really big. That's huge implications. And I don't think Okada wants to lose a third time.
Hmm. Third time's the
I
charm.
mean, I know we love looking at booking patterns and stuff, but I think yeah, this is Okada's time to just show na, it's about time he came back. I want
Hmm.
Okada. I've been wanting Okada back for a while, even though na Okada at times tends to hold the title maybe a bit too long. It feels like forever he holds the title. But I think Okada coming back after like a long time of not holding it is a great way to end night one. Shingo Takagi has been so good as a champion though. I think LIJ guys holding on for the belt for most of the year. Like
Yeah.
we've had that with Naito in 2020. We've had that in Shingo this year, and they've been so good.
All right.
Like
So I
yeah,
think I think I think this is another. This is going to be like what you said earlier about Yoshihashi. I think this is going. Day one is Chaos Night, and day two. This is probably going to be Chaos Week until we get to Saturday. But God, Okada's gonna win. This Wrestle Kingdom is Okada's stage. He is the ace now, so this is his. This is his. Like I don't think he's gonna lose this time because he hasn't really won a big match in a while. And I feel like we know Gedo's booking style. It's a cycle. Push them down until you reach the bottom, and then you're gonna push them back up higher and higher and higher. I think that's what's gonna happen. Okada's gonna win. And yeah, that is it for night one of Wrestle Kingdom 16. Now before we continue, uh wait, nawala yung ads natin.
it's fine.
All right. We are doing a Amazon gift card giveaway, not sponsored by Amazon. We're giving away one $10 gift card to a lucky commenter on Facebook and one more on Twitch. Help us reach 950 likes on Facebook to win the prize. Just like our page and name one comic artist we've featured on the show on the pin post. For Twitch, just
Awesome.
follow us and you're part of the raffle. That is it. All right. Now off to night two. Ah, man, night two is gonna be a bit.
Night two is gonna be fun.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. All right, let me just go back to our screen share.
Might be
Man, this is
might
crazy.
be what might be one of New Japan's most important nights in a way.
I think so too. It's so different. No? It's gonna be very different. All right,
Mm-hmm.
now off to night two. First match is IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Championship three-way match between champions Tiger Mask and guest of the podcast, Robbie Eagles. They are the
Woo!
current IWGP Junior Tag Champions, challenged by the mega coaches Rocky Romero and Ryusuke Taguchi against El Fantasmo and Taiji Ishimori. Jude, your predictions.
Okay, Tiger Mask and Robbie Eagles have this nice, wonderful, um, young guy, fresh-faced guy, and grizzled veteran, like mentor-mentee relationship there. Tiger Mask. It's nice to see Tiger Mask winning again. It's fun. Tiger Mask. This is Tiger Mask 4,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a nice way. Although I think Tiger Mask 4 is kind of getting up there with age. So I think this is one of his last times we'll see him as a champion. But then again, we see Rocky Romero and Ryusuke Taguchi and El Fantasmo and ELP. Now, I wonder, have Rocky and Ryusuke actually became a tag champ? Okay, looking at that, no, they have not. Um,
Mm.
we've been saying that it's Chaos Night. You know, there's one guy here in Chaos, and I think I'll go out on a limb and say that Rocky Romero and Ryusuke Taguchi might finally go over the hump
Mm.
and somehow win this against two really great tag teams. I mean, ELP and Taiji have won it a couple of times, but I
Yeah.
think you know, this is if we're gonna find a way to cap off or put icing to the chaos victory cake even more. This is Rocky Romero and Ryusuke Taguchi. The coaches need to win this.
Hmm. I think I agree. I agree. I mean, the way they're building up Taguchi and then him calling Rocky Romero to like come back to Japan and let's win this. It's like wow, it's it's like very classic Taguchi Bigla. It's like he's not the pervert, Mr. 69 and whatever. It's suddenly a serious Taguchi. It's like wow, that's new. We haven't seen that in a long, long time.
Yeah, I mean Taguchi in high stakes matches is wonderful to watch.
Yeah, diba? So yeah, I think we both agree that it's gonna be Rocky Romero and Taguchi for the junior
Yeah,
heavyweight
and that
tag
would
titles.
make if Rocky would win, that would make Rocky a 9-time
Oh my
junior
gosh.
tag champ. So I think that's a record.
I
Maybe one
think
of
it's
the
record, yeah. I think even Liger hasn't won that many tag titles, I think.
yeah, he won the junior heavyweight a lot of
Oh
11
yeah,
times maybe, but yeah,
definitely.
that's a singles one. But the tag, yeah, Rocky Romero is a great a junior tag wrestler. One of the
Mm.
greatest, probably the greatest out there. Next to
Hmm.
Ryusuke Taguchi because Ryusuke Taguchi had a little Apollo 55.
Yeah, that's true. All right, now moving on to the second match, which is a Stardom special match. Now this is
Ooh.
gonna be a bit unique kasi for context, the Stardom matches have always been the pre-show matches
Yeah, they've
because
always been
of
dark
contract
matches,
issues,
right?
right?
Mm.
Yeah. So this one is more of a special match because each member of these teams come from different stables. Starlight Kid represents Oedotai, which is the team. Well, is basically the Lij of Stardom, but maybe even crazier. Mayu Iwatani represents Stars, which is, oh wait, no, is she Stars? Hold on, let me double check. Is Mayu Iwatani under Stars? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Mayu Iwatani is the leader of Stars.
Mm-hmm.
The craziest bitch alive besides Kota Ibushi. Maybe she's the craziest lady alive since Kota Ibushi. Maybe even crazier because Mayu Iwatani
May
has
Iwatani
the
is like
craziest.
Daniel Bryan, Kota Ibushi
She
in
her
Stardom.
Mayu Iwatani's neck is stronger than Ibushi's and Danielson's combined. She has had rafters, like stage frames slammed onto her neck, and she's still alive. Recently she has done a moonsault from a ladder that wasn't even stabilized. It wasn't even in a triangle form. It was just like a regular ladder lying on the corner of a ring. She went up and did one of the cleanest moonsaults I've ever seen. If you haven't watched Stardom, watch Mayu Iwatani in this match.
Yeah.
Starlight Kid is just chaotic. Like like okay, ito yung weird kasi for another backstory, Starlight Kid used to be in the same team as Mayu Iwatani Stars. But for some reason, Oedo Tai just keeps pirating every single member of Stars that Mayu Iwatani is left with like two other members in Stars right now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's very weird to have them as a tag, but I understand it's going to be to build future stories, Ren. Their opponents are Saya Kamitani from wait, where's Tall Saya from? Oh yeah, Tall Saya is from Queen's Quest, the
Nice.
same stable as the current World of Stardom champion Saya Kamitani. Sorry, Utami Hayashishita, and the last one is Tam Nakano, leader of. Gosh, I always forget her stable name. Wait lang, I have to double check. I know Tam Nakano has her own stable. She used to be part of Stars, but they left. They are now under Cosmic Angels. So Cosmic Angels used to be a sub team of Stars, but they left. So basically, everybody hates each other in this tag team match.
Gonna be
Um,
fun, but I
yeah, it's
think
gonna be fun.
I go with my Iwatani Stargate Kid here because I think they have the I mean my Iwatani is like one of their greatest already.
Hmm. Like I think the best way to describe Mayu Iwatani is Kota Ibushi's insanity plus Tanahashi's ace qualities. You merge them into one freak of nature, and it's Mayu Iwatani, the baddest
Yeah,
bitch
and
around.
yeah, she's
Maybe.
bound. She's just there to wreck stuff up in matches and just
Mm,
keep winning. So I don't think, yeah, I don't think she'll
mm.
want to lose in a Wrestle Kingdom televised match as well.
Yeah, that's true. It's gonna be televised, unlike last time. Na TV contract issues prevented this from happening.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. The Bushi Road partnership with Stardom has been, finally we get this. I hope they're gonna do more in other pay per views, other
Hmm.
big events. So that's gonna be fun.
Ako personally, I think Starlight Kid and Mayu Iwatani's history is going to be a problem. So I think Tall Saya is gonna steal the show. Saya Kamitani is usually called Tall Saya because she's so tall. She's like 5'7", 5'8". Now for Joshi standards, she's tall.
Yeah, she's tall.
Kasi, yeah, she's tall. She's tall. Kasi a lot of Joshi wrestlers are usually like 5'3", 5'4" under. I don't know why it's that way, but it just seems to be very common. Like the tallest um, Joshi wrestlers I can think of are Tall Saya. Camille is like 5'8", 5'9". Lady C is 5'7", 5'8". So like those are the three tallest. Oh wait, no, Saki Akai from DDT. Those four are probably the tallest Joshi wrestlers I can think of at the moment. Yeah. So Jude, yours is Mayu Iwatani gets the win. I think Tolsai is gonna win somehow.
Hmm.
And then, do you
Nice.
want to do the KOPW four way, or do you want to skip it because we don't know what's gonna happen
No, I
tonight?
don't want this.
All
I'm not
right, let's
invested
skip.
in the KOPW. I don't think we are in general. Okay.
All right.
Now 60-minute time limit, fourth match. Never six-man tag team championship match versus Chaos versus House of Torture. Uh House of Torture was the ones who broke the record breaking reign of Chaos as the
That's
never
right.
open weight six-man tag champs, you know. And remember, in our predictions for night one, we see Chaos winning,
Hmm.
and I think this is just I think this is the first defense of House of Torture, but I don't think House of Torture needs this though, especially with Evil being a very strong winner against Ishii on night one.
Hmm.
So I think Chaos would get this. I'd still ride the Chaos train on this,
Nice, nice. I
especially
mean, it.
I
Hmm.
wanna see Yoshihashi and Goto have double belts because New Japan loves double belts recently. So I don't think they're gonna stop.
Hmm. All right. This one. God, it's just so hard. I honestly, I'm gonna go against this, and I think House of Torture is gonna retain. Kasi the combo of Yoshihashi, and Goto just doesn't work for me. I feel like it's still Yoshihashi, Goto, and Ishii. That's the better combo for me. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe this is Chaos Weekend, and we're gonna have a lot of fun.
But then again,
So
we can see
hmm,
Evil with a double belt.
we've not again, not again.
The open weight version of his double champ. Yeah.
Ay, wag
If
naman.
you guys if you wanna see that painful image again,
That's
might
sticking
happen
in.
on January. So
All right, fifth match. It is Sanada versus Great Okan.
okay, the next two
Now, Great
matches
Okan. Yeah.
are LIJ versus United Empire singles
Mm-hmm.
matches. Sanada has been, I don't know. He was a finalist in G1 last year in 2020 against Kota Ibushi.
Yeah.
He showed that he can scrape, he can scrape and fight through from the bottom to get wins and big wins when it matters. But then again, he has not won anything significant despite having that because he kind of reverted back to the guy not winning when it matters. He's an up and down performer for LIJ, and LIJ has been up and down apart from Shingo and Hiromu, who have been really solid. And then Great Okan, on the other hand, has been very good in G1. Has shown that he's a dominant singles performer with a very powerful move set. I don't think I think this is just I think I'm gonna give this to Great Okan. If United Empire's gonna have you know if United Empire's gonna have a good showing because they haven't had one they didn't have a good one last year. I think this one win that they need for to get it started. So yeah, Great Okan
Mm.
here.
All right. For me, yeah, Great Okan. I think they're gonna. I don't know what they're doing with Sanada. Maybe it's. Uh, I don't know, man. Maybe him being Keiji Muto's prodigy. Maybe it's a
I
bad
think he
thing.
needs a summoning of a Great Muta at this
Oh
point
yeah. Speaking
to
of
just
which,
to just give
we will
him a
talk
nice
about
little
later.
charge up. If Great Muta shows up on Sanada's match, I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, it would be fun. It would be fun.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, that's it. That's it
Yeah,
for
Great
that.
Okan, man. I mean, he did win a recent award in Tokyo Sports wrestling awards. Props to Yuki Arai of Sakai 48, who, in her crazy schedule as an idol, she's able to fit in wrestling matches, and she's only had 20 matches. That's insane.
The
And
fact
she's
that she
wrestled
has
against
20
Aja
with
Kong.
idol
Sorry,
appearances, that's fun.
sorry.
She has 20 matches in total so far, and then she has
Yeah,
idol appearances. That's
it's
insane. It's
crazy,
an
you know.
insane sked.
It's insane. There's no way to describe how talented she really is. Like I was not expecting that, but wow, watching her like she hung around against Aja Kong in Tokyo Princess, which is just wow. Like I'm just wow. Like she's good.
Anyone who faces off against Aja Kong is like should feel like a champion
Yeah, man. Like
after one big
crazy.
match like that. So yeah.
All right. Next up is the sixth match, 60-minute time limit. Naito versus Jeff Cobb feels like one of those smaller show matches.
Yeah,
I'm
but then again, I would like to throw a bone to Naito for this one because he
mhm.
came back and I think he hasn't been really himself. He's been in the
Yeah.
world tag, but then again, we haven't seen Naito as like hungry Naito,
Hmm.
especially that the spotlight of LIJ is focused on Shingo Takagi since he's the champion and Hiromu even.
Hmm.
And then again, we didn't see Sanada and Naito in the World Tag League, diba?
Yeah.
I mean,
They
they're
they
there, but
didn't do very
they're
well.
not the they didn't win it. So
Yeah.
that's one thing. That's one thing that has to be on their mind.
Hmm.
So yeah, although did Jeff Cobb lose last year?
I think he
I,
did.
I think
Let's find out.
all members of United Empire
Yeah,
lost.
everyone lost. So maybe night two of Wrestle Kingdom 16 is going to be the redemption, except for one guy for United
A
Empire.
strong thing. Although I think I'll still give Naito a chance here because Naito
Hmm.
has not. I don't think we also want to see Naito lose a second consecutive Wrestle Kingdom,
Hmm.
and we also want to see like if Shingo Takagi loses,
Hmm.
you need LIJ's leader to step up on night two to have
Ah,
a good showing for the
gets.
faction. You
Hmm.
know.
Hmm.
So I think this is a very tight one. I think
Mhm.
this is a very difficult one to pick. So yeah, we're split on this one, so that's cool.
Yep. All right. Now off to the semi-main event, which is a wow, very American style IWGP US Heavyweight Championship no DQ
The
match
most
with
American
the
way you can
challenger
ever
Hiroshi
contest the title,
Tanahashi.
yes, a DQ, no DQ match.
Yeah, no DQ match. Hiroshi Tanahashi versus the champion Kenta, who I believe personally should have defeated John Moxley in AEW because my goodness, AEW's booking of New Japan talent has been so disappointing. Honestly, it's just hi. Like I like the fact that the door is open and Rocky Romero was the key to open it, but I feel like I should have seen Kenta like be seen as a threat in AEW, but he was just, there, sadly. So maybe this is a way to redeem Kenta. So I'm going with Kenta on this one.
I don't think
What do you
Kenta
think?
loses this as well. Especially
Mm-hmm.
that this in a way this is still an ace versus ace. This is still an ace fight.
Mm-hmm.
This is like somewhat of a preview of the wonderful Noah versus New Japan night in a way
Yes.
because Kenta is a Noah goat. Is a Noah
Mm-hmm.
goat. Hiroshi Tanahashi we know, once in a century talent. But yeah, Kenta has been wanting this US heavyweight belt. I don't think he's gonna lose it, even against
Mm.
Tanahashi. And I think Tanahashi is of course winding down. I don't know how many times we'll see Tanahashi in a big card. Especially
Yeah.
this is like the second to the last match of the night. But yeah, I want to see Kenta just last longer as a US heavyweight champion because I think he's great because he can go to Japan. He can stay in Japan. He can go to the US much more seamlessly than any other talent. Especially
Mm.
he freaking lives in Florida. So
Yeah,
I
he
I
does.
think this Kenta Kenta
Mm. All right. I
wins.
think we both agree on Kenta on this one.
Yeah, that's the easy
Mm-hmm.
part there.
All right. So finally, the main event. I think we both agreed earlier na Okada's gonna be the
This is
champion in this match. So
it's
Jude,
Okada night
go.
one. So night two will be Kazuchika Okada versus Will Ospreay for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. And Ospreay has been persistent, showing that hey, I'm the real champion here. Being finally coming back to Rev Pro after a while, after like an injury. Um, yeah, United Empire needs a great showing, and I think despite whatever they want to happen, I think Kazuchika Okada needs to win this just to keep
Hmm.
The New Japan status quo as like the top Japanese men's wrestling promotion. Because I want to see Okada just light it up again. We miss Okada. We miss dominant final boss Okada. Just holding the title for like a year and a half or 2 years, depending on which era. Yeah, even though Osprey would probably like body and soul this match, like I think yeah, Okada should get
Hmm.
this. I don't want to see. I also don't want to see Osprey win this. So
All right. So for me, I think they're gonna do the Okada build. Um, the Okada build, as in he didn't win his first major title match in Wrestle Kingdom because he lost to Tanahashi. I think we're gonna see the same cycle for Osprey because we know how Gedo works. Uh, Osprey's gonna give it his all, but he's gonna lose to Okada. Maybe next year he's gonna win. I don't know. Maybe he'll win against Jay White. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I think Okada's gonna win and end the night with a chaos celebration until Kaito Kiyomiya comes out.
yeah,
Ah.
I think I would like to see Okada as New Japan's world champion representative than
Mm,
Osprey. It just fits the bill,
yeah.
especially that New Japan versus Noah is advertised with Okada front and center alongside.
Yeah. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, see now,
All
yeah,
right.
I think yeah, it's a chaos dominant Wrestle Kingdom. I don't want to see them lose.
All right.
I think they're very hot right now.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now let's move on to the final part of the show, which is day three, New Japan versus Noah.
God, there's a lot of matches on the
Yep.
third night, which
All
is
right. So
fun.
Jude, let's explain the context first of how the heck this happened.
Okay, let's
um.
talk about what happened before. So,
Yeah.
you know, uh, let's go with a bit of Japanese pro wrestling history. So, Pro Wrestling Noah is a wrestling promotion formed by former members of AJPW who left after Giant Baba passed away.
Yep.
Um, this is led by Mitsuharu Misawa.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason it's called Noah is because they went on an exodus.
Yes, a
A
mass
huge
exodus.
chunk of the roster of All Japan Pro Wrestling went on a huge exodus to form their own promotion, which arguably was the best Japanese wrestling promotion of the 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Like especially in a time that All Japan ran out of talent and New
Mm-hmm.
Japan had Bob Sapp as the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Noah was like so stable with Kenta Kobashi and company. And
Mm.
eventually Noah that helped help people recognize Noah as like legit. It's the same way as how ROH Ring of Honor was in the 2000s was like the hottest indie promotion in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're in the same level, especially that Ring of Honor and Noah share like a partnership before. Like
Yes, they did. Yeah.
they did. It was really great. They made sure we had barn burner matches every time they're in the states. Um, yeah. So yeah, eventually the 2010s, New Japan and Noah had a partnership. They had the little inter. They had a Wrestle Kingdom where they had the Wrestle Kingdom with uh Wrestle Kingdom with Noah guys. They
Yep.
had a BOSJ with Noah people and um
Let's just say
all
the
what happened
booking.
to those events is that New Japan won, especially the
Mm-hmm.
BOSJ won. I don't know the Super J Cup
Yeah,
won.
yeah.
It was a Kushida versus Yoshinobu Kanemaru. It was champion versus champion. It was
Mm.
IWGP versus GHC Junior Heavyweight Champion, and it was a Kushida victory. And then Suzuki Gun happened. Okay.
mm. The less we talk
Um,
about that part time of Noah,
but
the
yeah, okay.
better.
Eventually, one of the reasons why it took a while for Noah in Japan, New Japan, to have like another partnership or another appearance in a collaboration event is because of whatever Suzuki Gun, whatever Jado wanted to have with Suzuki Gun in general. So that caused a rift because Suzuki Gun invaded Noah,
Yep.
won all their titles, basically wreaked havoc on what looked like or what is a really steady Noah roster.
Yeah.
With
Sad
Takashi
times.
Segura, no, with Naomichi Marufuji, there's nothing you can. Go Shizaki is there, um, and then you have them win all titles, and in a way, I kind of see it as a one-sided exchange for New Japan and Noah because they had a chance to give Marufuji an IWGP title win and beat Okada, and they didn't do that. I think that's one big reason because if Minoru Suzuki can be a GHC heavyweight champion, why can't Marufuji become an IWGP champion and
That's
just
true.
beat Tanahashi or Okada at that time, who
Mm.
were the champs? Because yeah, eventually, yeah, that caused like the relationship to like falter, and now on a nice little surprise announcement a while back, I think a month
Mm.
ago,
Yeah.
New Japan and Noah
Mm.
will be will be having Wrestle Kingdom Day 3,
Yep.
which is a huge surprise because Wrestle Kingdom is already 2 nights, and now we have a wonderful third night with New Japan versus Noah,
Mm-hmm.
and it's shaping up to be very interesting because you wonder how Noah and Japan would deal with each other, especially that in terms of like um their momentum, New Japan and Noah have been really steady despite the pandemic.
That's true.
Noah maybe no, yeah, well they both had their weird ups and downs, like the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship curse that kind of
Yeah.
fell early in the year, and then Noah had KG Muto as their GHC heavyweight
Oh
champion for a
man.
bit. So that was kind of
Mm.
a weird run for both
Yeah,
promotions. But
it was so
then
weird.
again, they were able to right the ship much of this year,
Yeah.
especially that Noah is coming off Cyber Fight
Yeah, Cyber Fight
Festival.
Fest. Yeah, Cyber Fight Fest was
Noah,
fun.
no, Noah is coming out of that, and New
Hmm.
Japan has been having a couple of Wrestle Grand Slams, and they've gone back to their usual calendar.
Yeah.
So
So yeah.
it's a nice little, it's a nice way to welcome this partnership back. I hope we don't. I hope this is not a one-off thing.
Hmm.
I
All
hope we
right.
see this in. I hope we see an N1 and G1.
Yes, that'll be fun. Like
That
mix
would
up
be
the
cool.
rosters, diba?
But
Parang
anyway,
hmm.
yeah. So yeah, it would be cool though.
Yeah. All right. So let's go to the matches.
Yeah,
Let's go.
there are 11 matches, two dark matches, and nine
Man.
main
So
main
we're
card
gonna have to
matches.
breeze by through this because there's so many matches.
Yeah. Okay.
Dude, let's start.
Um,
Opening match.
Kosei Fujita versus Yasutaka Yano. I think this is this a young. This is like
Yeah, it's a young
their
lion match. Yeah,
young lion for New Japan and
young lion for Noah.
for
Yeah.
Noah.
Yep.
I don't know who's gonna win this. It's gonna be weird.
Yeah.
Either way, it's gonna be a nice showcase for the
mm.
young guys, and it's nice to see them opening match. It's a dark match, but
Mm.
hey,
Yeah.
you're in Tokyo Dome. You're wrestling in Tokyo
Oh
Dome.
no
You're
no, they're in
young.
Yokohama Arena this
Ah,
time.
you're there.
Yeah.
You're wrestling in Wrestle Kingdom.
Yep. That's right.
It's still it's a great experience.
Mm.
Second match is a
It's an old
tag
man
match.
match.
A six-man tag match with Yuji Nagata, Satoshi Kojima, and Tenza. Basically, Tenkozi and Nagata
hmm
versus Akitoshi Saito, King Tani, and Muhammad Yone.
This is a comedy match, man. I think this is a comedy match.
Yeah,
Feels
but
feels off.
I think this is gonna be yeah, it's gonna be fun. Uh
Mm.
Although I think Yuji Nagata, Kojima, and Tenzan have a couple of world championship rings between them.
It's an OP team. Let's just say
Yeah,
that.
it's an overpowered Legends lineup, so I don't think they're gonna lose to
Mm.
the funky
All
guys
right.
here, the
Yeah,
Funky
the
Express.
Funk Brothers. Yeah.
Yeah.
So next up, okay, I think we can slow down a bit now on this one. Sho versus Atsushi Kotoge. Oh gosh. I want Kotoge to win just because Sho is the bad guy, and Kotoge is the good guy.
Yeah.
Classic dynamic.
Atsushi Kotoge is also like unlike
Mhm.
unlike Sho, I mean,
Yeah.
unlike Sho, Atsushi Kotoge is a junior champion in Noah.
Yeah, he is. He
He
is.
has he has way more single success than Sho, who's trying
Mm.
to build that same success outside of being Roppongi 3K.
Yeah,
And as a
that's
member of
true.
House of Torture now, proving himself, blah blah blah. But I think yeah, Atsushi Kotoge gets this. Gonna be a fun juniors match. We also kind of want to see Noah guys in BOSJ.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
That's gonna be really cool.
Yeah. Next up is gonna be the weirdest match of all because I feel so there were rumors, I don't know how true, that Taiji no a lot of the bookers on the Noah side did not want Taiji Ishimori on the card because for context, Taiji Ishimori left Noah and told Noah na, oh, I'm going to the States and be a wrestler there. He was a free agent for like a few months, but then all of a sudden he goes back to Japan and then goes to New Japan, the enemy. It's weird. So I feel like this match, Gedo and Ishimori versus Yuki Yoshioka and Hayata. Hayata's gonna pin Gedo, man. Like this doesn't feel right, but
I think this is
mm,
gonna be Noah getting
yeah,
this. I
it's
think
gonna
this
be
is
just
just them wanting to get back at Taiji. Like, hey,
ah,
welcome back. But yeah, we're here to just beat you up.
yeah, exactly. Because Gedo, the booker of New Japan, is literally in this match. So I have a feeling He's saying that as the booker, I'm gonna take the fall for this one. Bye. Next. Next up, okay. Okay. Now this is Doki and El Desperado versus Nosawa Rongai and Yohei. I want Noah to win, but we're talking El Desperado. I think Suzuki Gun's gonna win this one. Maybe.
Los Perros del
uh,
Mal de
De
Japón.
Japón. Oh
But then
man.
again, I like the resume of the Noah guys for this
Yeah,
one.
dude. Uh,
And
huh. It's gonna be challenging.
the Noah guys aren't pushovers on this one. They're really great.
Yep.
Lots of experience under um, Yohei and Rongai's belt.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Much more experience. Once again, much more experience than.
Yeah. Seniority. Hopefully seniority wins on this one.
Yeah,
Next
I
up.
think especially
Sorry,
the
go
fact
ahead.
that you have Doki there. I know Doki has been better than before.
Yeah, but
It's,
Doki's like our age. He's like in his late
Doki is
20s.
like pin eater of.
Yeah, he's the pin eater.
Yeah, I mean he's the most. Yeah, he's the one who eats the most pins compared to all factions in New Japan. So yeah, Rongai and Yohei should get this one.
Hmm.
It's good. This is gonna be good.
All right. Now this is a bit different.
It feels messy when I look
Feels
at it.
messy,
But
man. It's a 10-man tag match, which I feel like is going to end in like 10 minutes or 5 minutes. Team New Japan is Master Wato, Ryusuke Taguchi, Yoshihashi, Hiroki Goto, and Tomohiro Ishii against, God, such a long lineup. Kinya Okada,
Daisuke
a
Harada.
recent Kinya Okada, one of the recent graduated Young Lions of Noah, Yoshiki Inamura, Daiki Inabe, Hajime Ohara, and Daisuke Harada. Oh man, I honestly don't know who's gonna win this one. There's
I
just too
think
many people.
I think the star power of New Japan's side here is much better. Although you have Daisuke Harada on the other side,
Hmm.
who's a junior a junior a junior champion, a junior legend in New Japan,
Yeah.
in Noah.
Mm-hmm.
He has been a multi-time. He's a two-time winner of the Global Junior Heavyweight League, the only one who won twice.
Hmm.
He's in a way a junior ace, I think. But I think despite that, yeah, I think New Japan wins this one.
Hmm. All right. Now we go to another. Well, it's not a junior match necessarily. This is a weird one. Yoshinobu Kanemaru, Mr. Former
It's
Noah, another form versus and teaming with another former Noah guy, Zack Saber Jr. versus Yoshinari Ogawa, one of the senior members of the Noah roster, and now Michi Marufuji. This is weird because I honestly wanted Marufuji versus Osprey, but I guess that's not gonna happen. So we're gonna have a
but
technical face off.
then again,
Yeah.
Yoshinari Ogawa and Zack Saber Jr. were two-time GHC tag champs.
Ooh,
They're
drama.
junior tag champs.
Hmm.
And Yoshinobu Kanemaru is arguably the greatest junior heavyweight of Noah.
Hmm. Who do you think's gonna win?
Especially that, you know, um, you have Marufuji there. I don't want Marufuji to lose to Zack Saber Jr. and Kanemaru. Marufuji is the bona fide Noah legend.
That's true. All
Um,
right.
yeah, this is Marufuji, especially that he has Ogawa with him. Yeah,
Hmm.
Ogawa is a solid guy.
Hmm.
So
All
yeah, this
right.
is a great tag, especially that hey, Ogawa's won titles in all Japan and Noah.
Crazy man.
So
Crazy.
I don't think they're gonna lose this one.
Hmm. Next up is a six-man tag. Very interesting. Minoru Suzuki, Taichi, and the piece of shit Taka Michinoku against Team Dogs. Team Dog. Sugiura Gun.
Mhm.
Kenta. Kenta. Kenta, man.
Kenta for
Kenta's
one
coming
night.
home.
Sugi as a member
Oh,
of
no,
Sugi.
no.
Oh,
Not just one night. Kenta's coming on the January 1
oh yeah.
show in Budokan. Um, God, this is so insane. This is so weird. Kenta back in Noah after so many, like what, 8 years?
Yeah.
It feels so weird. So, Team Dogs, Kenta, Kazushi Sakuraba, and Takashi Sugiura. All of them, I'm telling you, check their Instagrams. Takashi Sugiura has the cutest dogs in the world. Kenta has a cute dog. Sakuraba has a cute dog. This is the dog army.
I
I
don't
want them
think
to
I
win.
don't want to see Takamichi any team with Takamichi Noku win.
Yeah,
So to hell with
sadly.
that. Takashi Sigura is a these three guys in Noah side, they're
Yeah.
all I know they're all GHC champions. Maybe except for wait, let me get a
I
quick
think
look up.
Sakuraba
I don't
has
know.
one too. Yeah.
Um Sakuraba is the only one who didn't win a GHC heavyweight title, a
Mm.
singles one. But yeah,
Sugi-
you have two former world champions. Sure, Suzuki is the guy who
Yeah.
Suzuki beat Sugira as the
Yeah.
in when he invaded Noah. But no, I think yeah, Sugira Gun wins this, especially
Yeah, man.
when we've been kind of wanting to see like Suzuki Gun
Suffer karma.
gone, get their karma finally after like 6 years.
Yeah. All right. Now this is. Oh gosh, I hate this. I hate this. Why? Dick Togo and Evil versus Masaki Tamiya and Go Shiozaki. Why did you have to put Go Shiozaki in a shit match like this? Why?
Then again, yeah.
Oh,
Why would you put freaking Dick Togo there? The
uh,
problem is the Dick Togo we have in New Japan is not the Dick Togo who's a junior heavyweight GOAT, one of the
yeah,
best junior
that's true,
heavyweights,
man.
or the guy who's like DDT champion,
Yeah,
Dick
yeah.
Togo, who can beat Kota Ibushi on a good night.
God, man, this is just. Whew.
Um, yeah, I want to see this. I want to see just please just give this to Go Shizaki. Come on,
Yeah, man.
I don't
I'm
want
a
to
team
see.
Shiozaki too.
I'm not rooting for evil. I'm not. I don't want to see how I want to see House of Torture get tortured on this one. So especially that you have Dick Togo. Dick Togo is just unless they replace Dick Togo with someone else, it's gonna be more interesting.
Oh man. All right. The final match. Oh, not yet the final match. Semi main event. The battle of gosh, the past and the present. Hiroshi Tanahashi and Kazuchika Okada, the super team, faces another super team, the Okada of Noah, Kaito Kiyomiya, and my goodness, still wrestling Keiji Muto with his
So
old profile picture with his hair.
yeah, okay. Keiji Muto has won it all,
Yeah,
quite literally in All Japan, New Japan, and Noah.
yeah.
I think yeah. Keiji Muto has been arguably one of the greatest performers in Japan
Mm-hmm.
all time, despite whatever happened to him last year as the GHC heavyweight champion.
Such a weird run. So what do you
And
think,
Kaito
man?
Kiyomiya is the future
Yeah.
of present and future of Noah should be.
Mm.
I don't think despite that, you have Hiroshi Tanahashi and Okada on the
Yeah.
other side. Okada Okada might be coming off an IWGP World Title win and defense in Wrestle Kingdom, and
Mm.
Hiroshi Tanahashi might be a United States Heavyweight Champ. But even though he might
Yeah.
not get that, you still have two of New Japan's greatest.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Three.
well, yeah, three of New Japan's greatest actually in this
Yeah.
match. But then again, I think this is I don't think the results would be as big as I want because we want to see Kaito Kiyomiya up against these two guys.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is more important for Kaito Kiyomiya than anyone else in this match. Keiji Muto doesn't have anything to prove. Tanahashi as well.
Mhm.
I don't think there's anything to prove for Tanahashi. Okada still has a lot in the tank. But yeah, tag match. I think yeah, Tanahashi Okada wins this. This is like the most star-studded tag team in New Japan. In terms of like individual accolades. So I don't think they're gonna lose this one, especially with especially with two of the best. And Kaito Kiyomiya is like just 25, man. 25, 25 years old and already a GHC heavyweight champion. So he has next in general for Noah. And I don't think he's gonna lose that status anytime soon, and really cool. And yeah, let's just wait for Steven for a while. But yeah, in the meantime, you can check out our friends over at Podmetrics. So you can use our Podmetrics code, all caps, Geeky Juans, GEKYJANS. Podmetrics is a nice little website that allows you to track your statistics, your podcast statistics. So you can check your number of listeners, okay, where your listeners are from, and so much more. And you can also have your podcast monetized with that partnership. So yeah, just use the code on the one you see on screen. That's GKYJNS for Podmetrics. So yeah. Hey Steven, welcome back. So
All right.
now we can talk about the very last match of this
Oh
Wrestle Kingdom Night
man,
3 card,
this is just insane, man. This is
which feels so exhausting to think about the entirety of Wrestle Kingdom 16.
all right. The
Yeah.
two hottest stables in the hottest stables in Noah and New Japan, Los Ingobernables de Japón versus Congo. Now it's Bushi versus and Hiromu Takahashi, Sanada, Tetsuya Naito, and Shingo Takagi versus Aleja, Tadasuke, Manabu Soya, Keno, the leader, and Katsuhiko Nakajima, who may or may not be GHC champion at that time because we don't know. Because
Okay. Also, yeah, I think one thing worth noting about this entire card
yeah.
is the match order is still subject to change.
Yes, yes.
There's really no definite match order.
Mm-hmm.
We might see the Kaito Kiyomiya Muto Okada Tanahashi match as the main event.
Mm-hmm.
You might see this 10-man tag as the main event.
Maybe
But
it's a start.
until the January 1 show is there, until Wrestle
Yeah.
Kingdom Night 1 and 2 is finished, we
Mm-hmm.
won't see the official card match order in general. We won't see
Yep.
that match order beforehand, before any of
Mm.
those get done. Um, but let's look at this. LIJ versus Congo. Uh, in a
Oh,
way, I think Congo is the hotter faction here, especially that
diba?
even though Shingo Takagi is reigning and defending IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, and Hiromu Takahashi just went back and got himself another BOSJ
Mm.
trophy. Katsuhiko Nakajima has been so steady for Noah, and his faction has been steadier than LIJ in for the entirety of 2021. And I think Nakajima's Congo is very is very uh is very steady. Like is really good. You have Keno, who's like also a JC champion in his own right.
It's
I mean, sure,
crazy.
Naito and Takagi are the world champions of
Yeah.
LIJ.
It is,
I
yeah.
want to see this in go to Congo side.
Hmm.
So if Kaito Kiyomiya's team would lose to Okada and Tanahashi, at least have Congo beat LIJ,
Yeah, that's
because
true.
Congo right now is Congo right now feels so much better than LIJ. They have all the cards. They have all the
Hmm.
cards there.
That's true. It's a weird case of like one team's going down while the other one's going up. I
Mhm.
mean, for all we know, maybe it's gonna switch after January 1 because Noah still has their big show in Budokan on New Year's Day. So who knows what's gonna happen there? I mean, maybe Nakajima loses and then loses his mind and then he just goes on a rampage and destroys LIJ. Who knows? Diba? Who knows? And then maybe that will get him DQ'd or something. I don't know. It's this is probably one of the most interesting matches among the card. So it's so unpredictable. I don't know who's gonna win, but I'm hoping
I
like
want to see this
usual.
go. I want to see this go the distance.
You're gonna go for the 15-minute, 20-minute draw, no?
No, I don't want to see this as a draw. I want to see
Okay.
this long and have a definite winner. Because
Mm.
I think both factions deserve that kind of match. I
What
love
if?
that. I love
Sorry, go
how
ahead.
both factions have at least one guy in all caps too.
O nga, no? Aleja and Sonada. Do you think, okay, medyo, like, fantasy booking na lang. What if Sanada is taking the fall on this one so that he can have a match with Muto one day? Is it possible?
Although I think Bushi might eat
Oh
another pin
yeah, that's
here.
true. Bushi pin
I
eater.
think we can get a Sanada Muto match
Mm-hmm.
somewhere down the line. I want to see
Mm.
it either. I don't care where.
Yeah.
Although I would like to see it in New Japan because Muto deserves to. Sanada deserves to retire Muto at this
Yes,
point.
please.
Yes, and
Take the shining
Sanada
wizard.
needs that. Sanada needs a passing of the torch. He needs something to get going as a singles
Mm.
competitor because he has not won singles titles in New Japan. Sure, he's a World Tag League winner. He's one of the better tag team wrestlers in New Japan. But then again, he lost his tag team partner, and Evil overtook him
Ah,
quite quickly,
yeah. It's sad.
and
It's very
he
sad.
might get overtaken even more by Evil on Wrestle Kingdom Night 1 and 2, even more.
Mm-hmm.
So Sanada needs something going there, and
Mm.
it's not gonna happen here in LA. I don't see it happening in LAJ versus Congo unless that's how they really want it. But Nakajima's faction is just too steady for
Too
this one.
steady, man. Too strong. Like Congo's just too strong. There's
Yeah,
also one. Sorry.
especially have Naito and Hiromu coming out of huge injuries.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be. We're gonna have to see what happens after January 4 and 5. Also, a mystery match, Vacant versus Vacant,
Oh no
which
no,
I
I think
feel.
this is just
Hmm?
the announcement that my match order will be announced.
Ah, okay, okay.
I
Akala
don't
ko
think
naman.
there's But yeah, the
Akala ko
match
mystery
order
match.
is gonna be a weird thing because they're
Mm.
gonna reshuffle this after Noah ends their Budokan show and after the 2 nights of January 4 and 5 would
Yeah,
be done. That's interesting. But yeah, this is the biggest Japanese wrestling event in a while. I
yeah.
think it's
Maybe
the
since
biggest
Cyber
one.
Fight Fest,
Yeah,
honestly.
since Cyber Fight Fest. I mean, Cyber Fight Fest in terms of the amount of talent present is
Yeah,
bigger, but I think the stakes in Wrestle Kingdom are feel so much so everything is
higher.
high
Yeah,
stakes here, high
yeah.
stakes combat here. Um it's really difficult to pinpoint some winners, but yeah, I think Okada will just shine through this.
Yeah.
Like Okada needs to prove, he needs to show, he needs to flex he needs to show that he's still New Japan's top guy. And
Mm.
he needs to flex in front of Kiyomiya that you still have ways to go before you become me, you know.
The big
Because
guy. I
Kiyomiya
mean,
may
yeah.
have won a
Mm-hmm.
GHC title. He may have had a very long reign,
Yeah.
but he's still not Okada who's the ace of their promotion.
Mm. I mean, the thing with Kaito Kiyomiya's journey is very interesting kasi, di ba dati, he literally like just looked like Okada.
Mm.
Shorts, the really big coat. It's just Okada for some reason. Tapos, mas naging Go Shiozaki medyo overtime. Parang, he's still looking for his identity as a guy. Like, I mean, ngayon, mukha na siyang Keiji Muto all of a sudden with the dark pants and all, di ba? Feeling ko over time, we're gonna get the real Kaito Kiyomiya.
I think this
Hopefully
is the
this year.
match. This is the
You
match that
think
would
this is
give
it?
him that. This is the
Oh.
like even though he loses, this would be his star making match in a way that
Mm.
um he'll steal the show. Even though he'll probably eat a rainmaker by the end of the match.
Kasi I just can't see Keiji Muto getting pinned. It just why would you pin Keiji Muto? It just doesn't. It
To
feels
be
off.
fair, pinning Keiji Muto is fine because I don't, like you're still preserving Kiyomiya there.
True, true. I mean, I'm sure Tanahashi would be willing to take a pin on. Oh wait, did he? He pinned Muto nga pala before. I just remembered.
But yeah, this is
Oh
gonna be
man,
interesting.
it's gonna be a
Yeah, this
crazy,
is three of
crazy.
New Japan's greatest as well.
Three of New Japan's greatest facing off with one of hopefully Noah's greatest wrestlers. Hopefully to be one of their greatest wrestlers. And
Yeah, but I
yeah,
want to see this because it's not a passing of the torch per se.
yeah,
It's Kaito Kiyomiya being shown the torch
yeah. Like here it
or
is. Take
being
it.
shown two of the people that he has to somehow take inspiration from to be
Mm-hmm.
Noah's like greatest
Hmm.
because he
Tsaka,
has the
hmm.
age, he has the time, he has the
True,
most amount
true,
of time to be he's
true.
been there, so it's just it's a matter of him just keeping up to the promise of his greatness.
Hmm. And don't forget, Kaito Kiyomiya is only 25. He
Yeah,
became
25.
champion much earlier than Okada.
Imagine
So,
he has 5 more years before he turns 30, and in
grabe.
those 5 years, we might see him win a couple more GHC titles. And by the end of his career, he might even be able to chase Okada's 5 or maybe
Hmm.
6 by January, or
Hmm.
maybe even more because Kiyomi has all the tools to be a star,
Mhm.
and he has all the figures to be a star.
Hmm.
He has Noah's greatest wrestlers next to him, and right now he's facing off against the best in New Japan. So like if Kaito Kiyomi ends up in the next decade as Japan's best, yeah, it's not a surprise now
Yeah,
because he has every tool, he has every opportunity to have that, and yeah,
it's gonna
he
be
has
crazy.
everyone there
Yeah,
happy.
it's gonna be an insane 3 days of 2022. Maybe four, who knows? It's gonna be a crazy first week of 2022. We're gonna have so much fun on this one, I think.
Oh, I'd like to ask though, when is
Yeah.
when is New Year Dash
Oh
happening? Is it
gosh.
I kind of forgot that it existed after this
Right?
awesome card.
There's so much madness going
To be
on in New
fair, New
Japan.
Japan, yeah, I'm looking at Wikipedia right now. There's no
There's no
event after Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah. I think New Year Dash was announced, but I'm not sure when. Let's find out. NJPW. I know they just announced it recently on Twitter eh. Kakalabas lang sa alam ko. Pero parang wala pang lumalabas. Wala pang lumalabas. I know it's supposed to happen soon, pero sa alam ko basta after day 3 pa. After day 3,
Mhm.
sometime after that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, there's
That
no
is
official news of it. But yeah, it was on the back of my mind. Oh my god!
hmm.
But yeah, yeah, this is an awesome night. This is an awesome 3 nights of wrestling. New Japan loves to start the year with great events, and New Japan and Noah start the year off with their Budokan show and Tokyo Dome show,
Mhm.
and they're gonna have a co-hosted show deservingly for both because they're gonna tear the house down for both promotions. And I also wanna point out that with Noah and New Japan once again being like the top dogs of Japanese men's wrestling,
Mhm.
uh I want to see all Japan do something about it, like
Ooh, yeah.
because
That'd be fun.
New Japan and Noah are all not only competing with each other, they're also competing against Dragon Gate and DDT, who have been really really steady, really really
Mhm.
consistent. DDT has Takeshita, Konosuke Takeshita.
Konosuke Takeshita. There's so many. There's so many
who's
on
their ace,
DDT.
and Dragon Gate has been arguably the our Dragon Gate and DDT are like 3 and 4 the
Yep.
best.
Yeah.
There are nights that they feel like they're second best in
Yeah.
Japan. There are times that they feel like they're the best in Japan as well, with how good
Mm.
their shows are going. Um, yeah, I think this New Japan and Noah having stepping up to the plate that hey, we're here. We're the two biggest
Time to bring it.
promotions. Yeah, and I mean all Japan has been doing well on its own, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's fun. 3 nights of wrestling. Uh yeah, we predicted this card and it's really cool. And
It's
yeah,
gonna
I
be
guess
it's gonna
that's
be
pretty much the
insane,
episode.
man.
It's gonna be insane.
Yeah.
Excited for January. This is like another new season of Japanese wrestling in a
Pretty
way.
much.
I like how they all start fresh in January in a way.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a complete reboot, but hey, it's there.
Mm-hmm.
But
All
yeah,
right. So you can learn more about the Geeky Juans by visiting thegeekyjuans.com. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube. Just look for the Geeky Ones. We're right there. Our
yeah.
podcast is available on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and other platforms. You can find me at Stevie Said Yup on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. And then Jude, you are.
Oh, I'm Do This Jude on Facebook. So I haven't been streaming for a while, but yeah, I have. I still have. I still send out gaming content there. So every now and then, I get to play some games, and whenever I can, it's always fun. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing
Nice.
right now.
That is it. Again, also, don't forget to support at The Hills PH on Instagram. Our friend Abil is planning some very, very cool things, but we can't talk
Yeah,
about
some
it.
nice
Some
little
very
things
cool stuff.
for our feet to get warm on. It's
Yep,
really cool.
that is right. So, for Jude, I'm Steven. We are the Geeky Ones, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.